I'm Chloe Hickle, and this is my informative speech number 2. The world needs all types of minds, says autism advocate Temple Grandin on February 4th, 2010 on TED Talks. The topic of autism should be important to you because autism is so common nowadays, and it is important for everyone to learn something about it. Your future children and grandchildren may be diagnosed with autism. It is always good to be prepared. Autism is a very broad range of conditions, and it comes in many different forms. People of all different genders, races, and economic backgrounds can be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. To illustrate this, we will look at what autism is, the signs and symptoms of autism, and the severity of autism. To begin, we will talk about autism and what it is. Autism is a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and nonverbal communication. Autism can be caused by genetic and environmental factors. Autism is known to be more common in males. There are 4 boys diagnosed with every girl diagnosed. Fetal testosterone is a growing theory on why there are more males with autism than females. Everyone with autism is different, and each person has their own strengths and challenges. The website Autism Speaks, with no date applicable, Haley Moss says, "I might hit developmental and societal milestones in a different order than my peers, but I am able to accomplish these small victories on my own time." I think that it is not only autistic people who need to learn. The people who don't have autism must learn to understand us and be tolerant, says Paul Morris on April 6, 2012 on ESL for Autism. It is important to learn about autism and to understand it. Next, I would like to talk about the signs and symptoms of autism. Autism requires a medical diagnosis. There are behavioral, developmental, cognitive, and psychological symptoms. People with autism often have poor eye contact, impulsivity, some may self-harm or harm others, repetition of words or actions, and inappropriate social interactions. As a child, they may have learning disability or a speech delay. Some people with autism may never talk. There is no cure for autism, but getting diagnosed early on can help reduce symptoms and help to support development and learning. There are many different therapies available for autism. Everyone has their own treatment needs. Lastly, I would like to discuss the severity of autism. There are 3 levels of autism, or ASD, autism spectrum disorder. These are mild, moderate, and severe. Mild autism, or ASD level 1, is when someone has difficulty initiating interactions with others. This requires some support. Most of the time, mild autistic individuals are independent and can do things on their own. Moderate autism, or ASD level 2, requires substantial support. Moderate forms of autism can include repetitive behaviors, and social interactions are often limited. These behaviors are more obvious to others. Severe autism, or ASD level 3, requires very substantial support. Someone with severe autism has severe deficits in verbal and nonverbal socialization. They have difficulty changing actions. It is hard for them to regulate any of their emotions, so every emotion may cause aggressive behaviors. In conclusion, autism is a very broad range of conditions, and it comes in many different forms. People of all different genders, races, and economic backgrounds can be diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. To illustrate this, we looked at what autism is, the signs and symptoms of autism, and the severity of autism. Stuart Duncan says on October 11th, 2023, in the Apex blog, that autism is not a disability, it is a different ability. I highly recommend this book, Thinking in Pictures by Temple Grandin. She has autism and she's an autism advocate, something that I found interesting in it. Simon Baron Cohen of University of Cambridge in England introduced the idea of people as one of 2 emotional brain types. He states that people are either empathizers or systematizers. Empathizers are people who relate to other people through their emotions. Systematizers are people who are more interested in things than people. Normal people tend to be empathizers, while people on the autism/Asperger's spectrum tend to be systematizers. I scored high on Baron Cohen's test for being a systematizer. Thank you.